Well, everyone, welcome back to Brad's Bourbon Reviews. I'm Brad, and the other day I was updating my whiskey tasting journal, and I realized that I have a bunch of bottles on my shelf that I've never reviewed. They've been included in videos in some cases, sometimes they haven't. I'm gonna go through and do proper reviews of these bottles that deserve it because they haven't been talked about before. Like I have stuff like Old Grandad 114 in my whiskey tasting journal that I've never reviewed, like done a proper review of. So I'm gonna go back through the archives of the whiskey collection and break out some stuff that I think needs to be talked about. And that bottle today is this bottle of Bulleit Blenders Select, what is it actually called? Blenders Select batch number 1. Now I honestly don't know too much about this bottle. I know this is the first bottle that I spent like money on. I think it was like 70 bucks when I first started getting into bourbon hunting and bourbon collecting. We got this, full disclosure, because my fiance Holly loves Bulleit rye. Still to this day, I think it's one of your favorite, right? Still to this day, loves Bulleit rye. Loves that 95.5 MGP rye, baby, loves it. And Bulleit does make some really good stuff, and this bottle is really, really good. I got this at Universal Liquor in Orlando, like just a few days before we went on our bourbon trip last November, and he said it was really good. We did a tasting at Bulleit, and there was nothing that was even close to this good. Like we tried the Bulleit 10-year, the Bulleit regular bourbon, and the bourbon rye, or the Bulleit rye, and those were all just fine. But this bottle, from at least from my memory, I haven't had this in probably close to a year. This bottle is really, really good from memory. But let's open it and let's see if it's like actually good. Now, one complaint: you saw how easy that comes off. I might have to get another bottle of Bulleit at some point, just so we have a cork, so this doesn't go bad. We might need to do that this weekend. Get some Bulleit rye for you. Sound good?
All right.
Because that is concerning how quickly that comes off. But let's go dive into this here. I'm excited to try this. It's been so long since I've had this, and I cannot wait to try this again. Interesting. The nose is nice. I don't know what their mash bill is. I think it's so they're still sourcing at this point, but it is 100 proof, so that's a step up from what they normally put out. 100 proof. The nose is really nice. It's a little sweet, little corn notes there. Of course, it's bourbon. There's also like a plum note. That's really, really nice. That nose is really nice. It's better than I remember it being. I remember it being good, but it's just better than I remember it being good. It smells really, really good. Let's give it some mouthing and see how we feel. Cheers. Oh, wow. Huh. That drinks well below its proof. It's 100 proof. That drinks like a 40 or 45% alcohol. It drinks much lower than its actual proof. That's really good. It's not anything that's gonna like change your life, but on the palate there's some salted caramel there. That plum note carries over into the palate as well. A little bit of medicinal cherry too. And some like light brown sugar notes and a little bit of oak. Not a bad palate, not a bad nose. That is a really good bourbon. I don't even know if you can find this anymore. If you can, batch number 1 is really, really good. I think you'd like it. Again, I'm not the biggest Bulleit fan on the planet, but I really like this bottle, and this is something I would point to if you think Bulleit is just sourced MGP whiskey. I would point you to this direction because this is really, really solid. Shorter review than normal, but I really like this bottle. If you can find it, get your hands on it. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you on the next one. Until then, cheers.